Again with her.
Again with her. Again with her.
Fuck you, Skrillex. Seriously.
You love this shit.
Oh, it's just really well done.
Yeah.
Cause I hit him with a.
I just changed my background to stars.
Let's go.
There we go.
Again with her.
All right. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yep.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's one of my favorite things to do is like you go like fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I just go going fuck yep. Because like yep is kind of like it's in the middle, you know?
Yep is weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It cuts
Oh,
it
hell
off
yeah.
too early.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, getting ready for it. Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
I know people that said heck.
Heck yep.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Heck yes.
Heck yeah. Just, yeah. It's
Yeah,
weird.
that is. Yeah, heck is. It's like the weaker version of hell or
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. I know.
Fuck is 11. Hell is 9. And
Yeah.
heck is about a 3.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but
on the scale.
Does fuck still have the 11 that it used to have? I don't think it has.
No,
I think it's
but,
used too often.
But I mean, but for that, but for that particular, you know, that what's the word? Exclamation. I think like you're not going to go, oh cunt, yeah, cunt, yep. There we go.
Yeah, that doesn't quite work, does it?
No,
No.
but I use it all the time. I'm trying to bring it in.
Mm.
Yeah, in the family house.
Certain combinations of words just work better.
What's your favourite combination of words?
I like pussy and juice like right next to each other. I think that's a really good combination.
I'm very similar, but with orange juice.
Oh my goodness. Hey, happy Halloween.
That's my brand new impersonation of an owl.
I never got Halloween. I never celebrated it. Ever. I think
either.
this is the most doing stuff that I've ever done on Halloween.
I've never, I've dressed up one time. I
Yeah.
think no, actually, I've done it twice. But man, the screaming is there's a Bucks party
There's a
next
Bucks
door,
party next
and
door.
it's bringing this vibe.
Yep.
But you can feel the testosterone. But the guys are really like quite clean cut.
I was waiting for the, oh fuck, we killed the hooker. What do we do?
Oh jeez.
I'm not working for them tonight. I'm here doing a podcast. But yeah.
The one male hooker in all of Perth. I never got Bucks parties either. I
I've
don't
never
think I get
been
things
to
I-
one.
Really?
No.
What a
But
way-
then
what
again,
a way-
I've not known many people to get married yet.
Yeah, but what a way to celebrate the uniting of two souls than to get a bunch of strippers and all your
isn't
mates
that-
together.
isn't that weird,
Isn't
eh?
that weird? Like, I wouldn't even want to do that if it was...
Well,
I'd have a party.
No. Remember, we've actually been to a Bucks night.
Really?
Remember,
Sebastian's Bucks party.
But it wasn't like
Yeah.
one of those strippers and shit. It was literally like just a pub crawl.
Yeah.
You know, like almost like, civilized
crawl
pub
to
crawl.
pubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, crawl to pubs.
Yeah,
I think there was a cage somewhere. Oh, we went to the Leedy, right?
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
did a few from Leadville into the...
Yeah. I get
it
parties.
wasn't hookers and blow.
Yeah. I never
Yeah.
got that. What, like, why would you want to do that before a celebration?
It's really interesting. Like, I mean, these days, like, how does it still work out? Because if you're in a relationship and, like, even if you get, like, an inbox from your grandma, your girlfriend's going to flip out.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's that bitch? Who the hell is that?
Now, not all girls, Ben.
Oh, well,
But when you think about it,
I'll meet them one day then.
it wouldn't really be the groom organising it. It's his mates.
Yeah.
And you'd think that the mates are doing like a test to see how loyal they are to
Right.
the person they're going to marry.
Okay. I get that.
Is that what you
Yeah.
reckon it is?
Well,
Because,
I don't know.
like-
That's the only way I can imagine it.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but like they do it as like a send off because I mean in American movies, chicks do the same thing, right? Like they'd have like a male stripper, you know, come along and you know whack his cock on their face, which I can't wait for my bachelorette party.
Yeah. The old hen's night. Not that I'm... Like, if you're having a Bucks party, fuck yeah, go for it. I don't want to sound like cynical about it, but I would never.
A buck is a horse, right?
No, it's a
male
deer.
A male.
Deer. That's right, deer.
Yeah.
And then a hen. So why is the man a male deer, and the girl is a feathered friend?
Well, if you think about it, what's the term of when you go to something by yourself, single? It's called going stag. Isn't stag?
Oh yeah, like a stag weekend.
Yeah, but isn't a stag also a deer or part of the deer family or something like that?
Stag.
What is a stag? Should we Google what a stag is?
Yeah, Google. Yeah, I'll Google what a stag is.
We have these things called phones now.
Yeah, we just call it a phone.
Stag.
Be antisocial for a second, Ben. Thank you.
No. Well, let's find out. Okay, stag. A male deer.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And what about a buck?
Okay, a buck. Oh, man. Have I showed you guys Buck Angel?
No.
Okay, so Buck Angel, I'm not trying to laugh, on that whole trans movement. One or plural, buck, a male animal, especially a male deer or antelope.
Yep.
A male human being.
So a stag and a buck are essentially the same thing.
A dashing fellow.
Right.
But do you ever call like a chick like, oh, that's a fine hen?
Yeah, why hen?
But you call them chicks.
Yeah, true.
But
what the hell is going on here?
Did we just weird. Crack a code of existence?
No.
There are some weird connections going on here. Are we deer?
But why?
Chicks,
but why would a deer fuck a chicken?
Dude,
that's
I have some videos and they are hot. Okay, I know it's Halloween. You want to keep things spooky, but if you want things to get sexy, I'm gonna have a few home drawn pictures as well. But I only had crayon left, so
I always turn down those parties.
Which ones? Crayon parties?
No, but anything Bucks related. I always turn down reunions and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. Really, I don't know.
Yeah, see, man, I'm trying a little bit to I guess connect more in the normal ways. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But to be honest, I don't think I've ever been invited to any of them to turn them down.
Oh,
but guys, if you're listening, invite me. Nah.
Do you know those those 10-year high school reunions?
Yeah. Right? See, I'm meant to have mine this year. I think,
really?
But I've been invited to 3, I think, and I've kind of wanted to go to them, but on I didn't realize the date, and then I'd see a Facebook notification, and I'd be like, "Fuck! I've already got something way better to do."
What? Jerking off?
Yeah, and also I don't want to go there and be the world's biggest embarrassment. There's so many guys that have gone off, become really successful, done great things. Yeah. And I'm just rocking up and I'm still dressed the same as I was when I was 17,
Yeah.
With an even smaller penis.
How does that work?
Well,
it got smaller.
It got caught in a door.
I never got invited to my high school reunion. I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah.
But then I grew up, I got on Facebook and I changed my name so no one can find me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what most people do.
Which is good. That's the reason I do it. Yeah.
I think in December it'll be my 1 year with no Facebook.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 1 whole year. I'm trying to at least, if I do reactivate it, I want to get to a year at least.
Yeah. Man, I'm thinking literally, it's funny that you say that because I don't know why I've called it going dark. Is that a thing? When you go offline, it's called going dark?
Yeah, off the grid.
Yeah. But I specifically remember this episode of South Park where yeah, she was texting me, she's gone to this place, and then her text went dark, and they're like, wow, that's fucking creepy, man. But so her text went dark as if to simulate she's gone offline. Yeah. Or illustrate she's gone offline. But I'm thinking about doing that for a year. No social media.
It's not going anywhere.
Nah.
It's if you want to reactivate it, just do it. But I think it's healthy to at least try a little bit of time away from it.
Well, literally you can't get away from it now.
Yeah.
If you start an account
really
on
hard,
anything, even I've been having an issue with PayPal, and I can't remove my PayPal account. You can't.
Really?
Well, I'm having an issue doing it because PayPal's fucked somehow.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but it's a whole thing you could deactivate it, but it saves the data so you can reactivate it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, and that would be in the terms and conditions for a lot of these websites now. It's yeah, you can deactivate it, but it's still all there for us.
Yeah.
You know,
and essentially you're just removing your own access from it.
Yeah,
but someone else still has the information.
That information, yeah. Isn't that annoying? I hate that kind of stuff. Like, I think there is like a service that can like, what's it called? Like erase me or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But there's a service that you can type in like emails and stuff, and I think you pay for it, and they go and like get you off everything. Because like I have a fucking myriad of services that I've signed up to since I was young.
Because you've also been shared a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So are you ever... Sorry to cut you off. Well, try and remember.
I just remember. I'm an allergies, yeah.
Okay, yeah. But do you ever fear any repercussion of just your face being shared around all the time? Like, does it
I didn't at the time, right? Yeah. I don't know whether it's a thing like growing up or... I don't know what's happened, but there was just a certain moment where I was like, I want things to be different for me, and I want to be this kind of person, and blah, blah, blah. And everything was very ego based up until like a certain time, and I feel like even during that time I was loving it, and anything that I'd ever done before I was so stoked with it. I was like, I don't have anything like I regret. I love this, like whatever, I'm going to be so proud of this forever. And it just gotten to a certain point where I'm just like, I fucking hate that. Yeah. But the good thing is like, there's a couple of things like here and there. But if I deactivated my Facebook, most of the sharing's gone. For the most part, I think a couple of people had like ripped the videos and just put them on YouTube, but they're not huge and like it's not a big deal. I mean, I don't necessarily, unless someone sees me from this angle, it's not going to be a huge deal. Yeah. And like it's satirical in nature or sarcastic in nature, so it's like it's not really a huge deal. But yeah, like that kind of stuff, like things coming back to haunt you, is definitely one of those things. It's like there are a lot of things like this pressure from like all these different angles of like all these things these days because of the internet and what you were involved with, like your MySpace profiles, Facebook, SoundCloud, and like I said, there's just a whole bunch of fucking things that I signed up to that I don't even know, or like weird dating apps, and I went to General Pants Co. Yeah, and I bought something there, and the first thing I do is I ask you for your email address. Yeah, I'm like, I don't really want to give you my email address. Marketing. Yeah, it's like I get spammed with so much shit now that I can't remember how and where it comes
you can't just buy shit anymore. No, you can't just say like have a transaction and walk away. Yeah. There's always a fingerprint of every transaction now. So get this, I went to Maya. I was going to buy something from Maya, and I'm like, do you have like a lay-by option? It's like, yeah, we do, but you need to be a member. I'm like, what? Yeah, you can sign up for free. I'm like, I don't really want to sign up for anything. Can't I just do a lay-by thing? And then I asked about that afterpay thing. Oh yeah, you can do that, but you need to sign up. So I'm like, why do you have to keep signing up for shit? Why can't you just fucking just do it? Yeah, I don't know much about afterpay. Like I keep hearing about it. It doesn't, like from what I can feel, it doesn't sound like a good idea for young people, man. It's kind of like I suppose an online credit thing where you pay like installments for something. Like you order it online, they send it to you, but then you have to pay. So it's basically like having a credit card, but like a more easily accessible system for young people. Yeah, I guess so, and I think there's only a limit of 4 installments over 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm not sure. Something like that, but it enables you to buy stuff.
So they want you to like keep spending? What are you saying? Like, so there's a limit of 4 different items? Or
No, like you have to pay within 4 payments.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of good in a way because it's nice and simple. It's like, look, you get 4 installments.
What happens when you buy something, they send it to you, and then you can't make the payments, or you don't make the payments?
You get penalised.
Does someone come around, you knock on your door and take your pair of pants back, or what?
Well, it'll get sent off to debt collectors.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
It'd be very similar to the credit cards.
But these new companies are fucking scary, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these Ubers and these Afterpays, like they are just kind of glorified middlemen. Like they just kind of insert themselves into the transaction and go, look, we'll facilitate it, but we're the conduit for all your transactions.
It's that whole sort of locking people into something that they can't get out of. That whole credit system loaning.
Well, then they just hoard your information as well. Yeah, so they know your credit card details, everything.
Like, I just got pissed off the other day. Like, I have to sign up for shit. I'm like, I don't want to sign up for something.
But it does enable people. Like, there are good stories where, like, look, I needed a certain item for health reasons or whatever, and I was able to buy it because of Afterpay.
So, like, certain, like, I think necessities, but... Man,
but that new jacket, like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I never had a credit card until I was like 25, and this is when things were starting to go shit for me anyway.
I still don't have one.
Huh?
I still don't have one.
Yeah. I regret getting one. You know, like, because I got it at first, like, pay rent because I lost my job or whatever. Well, I had the option to leave. I was kindly let go because I was beautiful and adorable, but I wasn't doing too well. I was just in a bad spot. But I got a credit card, and I was like, "Fuck it, okay. Well, I'll pay for my rent this way, and I'll sort it out." But it doesn't happen like that, man. It feels like free money, and when you've never had that before, and like you will always have buyer's remorse for shit that comes back to haunt you. Like you're like. Man, there's so much fucking money that I've spent on pizzas throughout my time that I have no recollection of now. And it was such a, you know, what's the word? Like, for something, I can't explain it. But anyway, it's not a necessity. I could have eaten a lot cheaper and I wouldn't have been so sick afterwards. These hundreds of times. I would have loved that money, like, in other areas, you know, and that jacket that you need right now because you may have seen it somewhere online or this cool guy walk past with something similar. And it's like, you don't really need it.
No.
And it's just like these little, transactions that are holding you back. You know?
I feel that way about my car.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trapped.
What do you mean? In what way?
Well, I got a loan for a car. Mm-hmm. And I hate the idea of just this long, drawn out. Yeah. Like, you're tied to it for 5 years type thing. You'll be paying this off for a while.
I mean, the value depreciates pretty quickly with cars. But I mean, you can sell it and then, like, a lot of the time, if you're good with your finances and
which I'm not.
Credit and shit, but like, it's one of those things that I would love to learn. That's why I'm working now. As long as I am, and as hard as I am for the first time in like a normal job kind of thing, or a man's job, to get rid of the debts that I have, I'd say it'd probably be up to like $6,000, like all up, like a mixture with like overdraws from like internet and maybe overdrawing from like maintenance fees from like my Bank West shit, that have all been sent off to debt collectors, and that shit was just like terrifying for me now. But it's like now it's just like, just tackle it. It's not huge, but I think like people that do have their money in order, they make their credit scores and their credit cards and their loans work for them, you know. So when like people have a lot of money to start with, or you know, they've got a good income, they can get a certain loan, then people might buy a property or develop something, you know, for cheap, and then they rent that out and then have an income from that, and then once you like are making those payments, you can buy a second property and get another loan on top of that, you know, and it just builds. So there's this whole loan over the top, like the bottom of the iceberg is that loan, and they've only got the tip that they physically have, but it just keeps going like that because your credit rating's fine.
Like I'm scared to get a loan now because it must have been about 10, 12 years ago. I had a nice job making nice money. And I thought, okay, I had a 10 grand loan, get a new car, get a few bits and pieces. And I was paying that off, but then later down the track, I lost the job, left the job. I wasn't working anymore, wasn't making the money, and I started struggling making those payments.
That's when shit starts feeling horrible. That's when shit gets real.
And I actually ended up the bank. What did the bank do? The bank sold my debt
to the debt collectors. That's what they do.
And then they start calling, and they phone up like fucking gangsters.
They do,
saying they're going to come fucking round your house.
Terrifying.
I was fucking
when you've never had it before. I mean, they can apparently come to your house, but if you don't state your name, they can't do anything. They use scare tactics, and then after a certain amount of time, they might stop ringing you. But they have insurance for like people that I only just recently learned this, that they have insurance for people that don't pay back in time or whatever, so they get paid out anyway. And this is how they probably make their sweet profit. They can offer, and sometimes you only need to pay 40%.
I think that's what happened with me.
Pay it in cash, you know.
They, rather than the amount I owed, they said, okay, well, if you can pay this much, then we'll clear it. And that's what ended
Isn't
up happening.
that weird, eh?
But that's why I'm just like same thing. Like I've been taught now that only spend the money you have.
Mm-hmm.
So like now I save up. I wait till I know that I've got that money before I buy something.
Yeah.
Like my random guitar that I bought the other day. Just driving along. Oh, I'm going to buy a guitar.
Yeah. Did you afterpay it? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. They're like glorified gangsters, really.
Yeah.
The whole money system is just like basically based off the whole like cartel mafia system. It's just the fact that it's legal.
Man,
it's the same thing.
I was talking to my friend like a couple of days ago about it. Like I know nothing. I start getting like.
Hang on, I think we have a guest. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
we have another guest.
Yeah, go for it.
No worries.
You were saying?
Yeah, like I tend to like randomly get interested in things that I know nothing about, and then I just move from thing to thing.
Yeah.
So that's why the Muay Thai thing, I knew nothing about it. Now I love it and obsess kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. But money is one of those things that I've always really wanted to understand.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my friend Ben, and I was just like, man, like, isn't it fucking weird? Like, you start off with a certain amount of money, but where is, like, there would be like a global overall, like, how much money's in the world? I mean, you have like resources and things like that, but where is the money, like, more money coming from? Surely there wasn't $1 trillion in the world before.
No.
You know what I mean? And they're printing the money, right? So who?
All reserve banks, they essentially do the same thing. Like, we have a reserve bank. For America, I think they're in the I don't know what the number is now, but their debt is surpassing like the amount of money even possible to generate. And then so in order to combat that, they generate more money. They just keep printing money.
It just doesn't make sense.
Well, okay. Now, so here's a cool thing that I got taught.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Hey, Shaun.
We have a background intruder.
Happy Halloween.
Hey, yeah, happy Halloween.
Yeah.
So apparently the best way to kill the monetary system in Australia is if for one day everyone went to Woolworths and paid in cash.
Really?
Because it's something to do with they require so much by paying by card using a credit system to do with the cost of transporting actual money and hiring the armed guards, hiring the bank stuff and the bank labour and all that sort of stuff, that now that they use by tapping with card and stuff, it's all automatic. So they can save all their money, because if they were to end up with, how much money do you think gets spent at Woolies a year, or even in a day, like in a week?
Millions.
Probably thousands. Yeah, shit tons.
Yeah.
And imagine if
Did you say thousands? I think it's more than thousands.
Yeah, okay. But imagine if people paid in real money. And they have that much money on the premises, and then have to hire people to come and take the money, and then hire all the process fees and all that with actual money.
Yeah,
it would fucking kill them.
Oh, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Well, so you're saying it will crash the Australian economy, or just Woolworths?
Well, probably just Woolworths, but who knows? That's the thing. Everything's so interconnected now.
I was just thinking to myself, I was like, fuck, man, I'm worried about the banks and it's Woolworths.
There's probably more into it, but that's the basis of it is because they can save so much money by everyone using tap and stuff now.
Yeah.
That the actual physical money, it costs them money to accept real money.
Yeah, to process and to transport all of that, you need armed guards going back and forth.
Is there a surcharge for PayPass?
No.
Okay. Because
but some places will charge a fee for any
but no
card.
Why is that? Is that because of what they have to pay?
The transfer rate, maybe, or the upkeep of having an account active. You have to pay a fee for that.
Yeah, well, that's why some places have a minimum amount.
Yeah,
$3 before you can tap. But I've paid a can of Coke $1.20 to tap.
Sean's got a hip flask. What are you pouring?
It's very handy. This is the Spirit of the Kremlin.
Oh, were you looking for a glass?
Spirit of the Gremlin?
Yeah. Kremlin.
Oh, the Kremlin.
Okay. I am the Spirit of the Gremlin. I don't know what that was, but
anyway. Hey, to take a complete 360, I have an announcement.
Okay.
On Saturday, a overwhelming, compelling feeling to get a cat.
Oh, no way.
Came over me, and I went to a cat haven in Shenton Park, and I got a cat.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Is it cool? Or?
It's the best cat ever.
So obviously you don't have allergies or anything like that?
I used to, but I
That's
think I've
happening
grown,
to me, man.
I've grown out of it.
That is hell weird.
What?
Like that, your allergies can go away, because I was like severely allergic to like cats and dogs, specifically kittens for some reason.
Right.
Older ones, like when they're baby kittens, I loved them, and maybe it's because I used to hug them and snuggle them so much because they're fucking adorable.
Yeah, they are adorable.
They're these warm little moving teddy bear things.
What you're actually allergic to is called dander.
Dander.
It's basically the pet, like an animal version of dry skin or dandruff. That is the allergic component, not really the fur itself. But you'll notice a lot of outdoor cats, what you're actually allergic to is the pollen, because they collect pollen in their fur. They roll around in grass. So a lot of people with grass allergies think, oh, cats, they always fuck me up.
I have grass allergies as well. If I lie in grass for too long,
exactly.
I just get like little bumps.
Sometimes it's the transfer,
specifically in my rectum, which doesn't make sense. No.
Yeah.
Hey man, how you going?
Oh, have you met Shaun before?
No, I don't think I have met Shaun.
Oh,
Good time?
Yeah, we're colour coded. We're colour coded today, which is very nice.
I tried my best to match.
Oh, no worries. Same actually. This is weird.
It's good for radio.
Are you going to the gig at the Boston after?
I'm not, but I heard it's going to be a great gig.
Okay, cool.
Plug. Shameless plug.
Oh, we don't have a fourth
in
mic.
the background.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to crank this.
Yeah.
I'm not that like exciting today. Like,
Well, I don't really have an on day when I am exciting. So,
dude, you're full of personality. Like, well, I don't even know what I'm. This should be a Shaun podcast, man.
Because I just walked over here, it was like a 15-minute walk, and my heartbeat's just like racing.
Yeah.
Like, this is it, and then I'll crash again back to my normal state.
Well, I
out there with the masses.
I just did a lot of heroin. Oh, sorry, Shaun.
Ben's nodding off. He's got the heroin nod.
Yeah. No, I don't. I've never done heroin. Have you guys ever done that?
No, I haven't. But hey, wait. Back to cats.
Sorry.
This is Daryl's cat segment. But
sorry, my bad.
no, that's cool.
I'm a cat person.
Are you a cat person?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I convinced myself for like 20 years that I fucking hated cats. But really, it was my perception of them. Mm-hmm. Which would then... Because you know how animals feed off your energy?
Yeah.
So if you're apprehensive to start with, they're going to feed off that. And then they... it kind of magnifies the fear.
But you do realise that... No.
What?
Cats and dogs. Because that's a whole...
Are you a dog boy or a cat boy?
I'm an animal lover.
Yeah, I love animals too.
We've had cats, we've had dogs... I haven't got my mouse yet. I want to get a pet mouse.
Oh, mice are sick, man. I have a
sad
sad story about...
The mouse... I think you told us in the last one.
Oh, no, there was a mouse running around, which was so cute.
And you saved it before it died.
One time, one mouse bit me, man, and I got angry at it. I was like 5, and I fucking threw it into the back of the thing, and it carked it. I felt so bad. I had 2. I think it was bullying the other one. I was just like, no. I gave it a little whack, and it was fucking out like a light, and then I woke up. And I had a guinea pig, man. Like, that was hell bad. I loved this guinea pig. I was even younger. I must have been 3. And like I was playing with it in the backyard, and I was just throwing it up in the air. And I've never been a good catch in my life, and it's still not. But so if you need a guinea pig thrown, don't ask for me. But I threw it up in the air, and it plopped onto the ground and snapped its neck.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, but I love animals. So I'm probably just not too much of a pet guy. I don't have that kind of responsibility.
Yeah, you don't have the fine motor skills.
No,
to have a pet.
If you can't catch a guinea pig, don't get one.
Should we bring up that Ouija board again and see if we can get the guinea pig and ask him how he feels about...
Yeah, well, we'll conjure the guinea pig.
How are you feeling? Yes.
Unfortunately, they're still stupid, even in the spirit realm.
Have you seen that video? Like, I'm going to get into debunking. Have you guys done Ouija boards? Do you think they're real or what?
I've never done one.
Yeah, I've never done one either.
I'm too scared to actually try it. Like, it's one of those things where you'd say, yeah, there's not real until you do it and something happens.
Have you seen that BBC clip where they go and test what it is? So they've come up with, like, whatever psychological thing it is. And it's a group consciousness kind of thing, which is pretty interesting.
Like a seance.
But like, I was fucking terrified of, Ouija boards and shit forever. Like, I wouldn't even be in the same house that had one or whatever. But like, the thing that you got to fear is the people that believe that it's real. That's the scary part, because people's belief can be pretty scary, you know? Not some weird witchcraft, magic, spiritual stuff.
Right.
But, what they did was they did a Ouija board and everyone's like all shocked. It's like a bunch of strangers, and they were like talking to one of them's like grandfather or whatever, and she was like crying and all this crap, and then they blindfolded him and like they did the same thing again, and it's just like sometimes off the board, completely fucked. So what it is like when humans are like doing it, one person basically knows the answer, or and it like somehow just like even by the most minute movement or something, like even though you feel like you're not moving it, you are. But
it's the whole thing. Like I know, like you can mess around, like play around. Like you're just joking. We have a Ouija board here and just put something and play around. And it's almost like nothing will happen. Yeah. But it's when you really focus, like you're sort of thinking that okay, your plan is to do something. That's where it's just like collective fucking paranoia that just builds up and does shit.
It is that. Like what is it? Psychosomatic.
Yeah,
like,
it's also the power of the collective consciousness, because like you'll see it in like those preachers in America.
Yeah,
where they heal people.
Yeah,
but
it's
like
that.
When a group of people believe something so much, it creates this sort of delusion.
Hysteria as well. Like
where
man, that's a great evangelicist. Evangelion. But that shit is fucked. Like, and I've been to it like random churches, not so much like as I've gotten older, but like growing up it was like Christian, like going to church sometimes, and then youth groups and things like that. But as I got older, I tried to like go back again. I tried to go like all like religious and shit, and it fucking sucked. I didn't like the energy there. It felt like there was a whole bunch of recovering drug addicts or recovering people from something, and they're replacing it with another, like, which is fine. Like having some kind of healthy addiction might be a good thing, but like it's that same thing. They're all believing some weird thing, and you get the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, no, like, and they go, it's just like they're like talking in tongues, like
speaking in tongues,
thinking it's like the Lord's Spirit coming through.
And they have like seizures.
That's the most satanic shit I've ever seen.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Have you seen that shit where they have like and they're crying and they're all
like, bam, you're healed.
Yeah, and they all fall over in waves, like waves of people just fall down.
It just feels like a scam, It's that same shit, like if people are all talking themselves into a certain thing, it's like that Beatlemania, whatever, like when a whole bunch of people are coming together and they're psyching themselves up, it actually becomes real, the power of human thought's pretty interesting. That's what I'm saying. When someone believes shit and they believe that they've been possessed by a demon by a Ouija board, I'd fucking watch out for them. Because it's like you don't know like how much of a believer they're going to be, and like how
but they
easily...
could probably, what if the irony, like the weird thing is they make it real.
Yeah, that's the thing. The power of belief can be pretty cool.
That's what happened with our Spirit of Venice. Like I'm still convinced that I'm not convinced that there was something, but just that idea with this ongoing, where your own mind starts putting more and more shit into it, that it becomes more real, and just like wow.
That is what I think about the UFO sighting I've had, the ghosts things that I've seen. Yeah, it's like in that particular moment, it's like you're what's that word? Fucking where you got to like protect yourself. It's a survival instinct. Yeah. Fuck, I can't think of anything anymore. Your survival instinct kicks in, or like your animal brain takes over and starts like giving you some like really quick conclusion. And like it's the same with acid, like when you hallucinate, or like when you see someone you think it's them. Like we saw someone that you knew today, but sometimes like you see someone, you're so convinced that it's them and you wave, and then you're like, fuck, it's not them.
Yeah.
And then and it's so obviously not them, and it's like a really weird feeling. It's like that. Your brain's telling you a...
Yeah.
Well, that shit happened to me a couple of weeks back when I was convinced I saw someone that I knew crossing the street, and I ended up in this whole mindset there's a whole big story behind it, but in my mind I was convinced that was that person, and it turns out it wasn't.
Yeah,
but it's just like like your mind just starts more and more. Yeah, and at the end of it, I was like, "Fuck it, I feel really stupid."
It's so embarrassing, man.
Well, they did an experiment where they got a whole pile of people into a room, and they ran an experiment where they played soft talking of just gibberish.
Okay.
Just like not real words or anything like that. And they got the test subjects to write down what they thought they heard.
Okay.
And a shocking majority made up words like, oh, he's definitely saying this. Like they were hearing things in what was just actually gibberish.
Yeah.
But it goes to show that confirmation bias that we have where, we think it's something, and that thought that it might be that then perpetuates that it is that. And when it's
like backmasking in old 70s songs. Like they kind of sound
reversing,
like that.
Reversing,
but like almost every time when you watch a YouTube video and they're trying to tell you what it's saying, they've got some really I'm pretty sure it says this.
It says 666 Satan.
But how many times have you gone and taken those tracks and reversed them yourself to listen to them?
I was obsessed with backmasking. Like whenever I released if I ever made songs back in the day, I always would do backmasking. I'd learn lyrics backwards. I'd write stuff, learn lyrics backwards, and I'd say what I wanted it to say first, then reverse it, listen to what it sounds like, and then sing that, and then try and articulate it that way. So when you reverse it, it had like genuine old school, like 70s kind of thing. Like because I loved obviously the one from Stairway to Heaven. It just sounds like really cool, like. And that, when I first press play, like on that, like reverse, and it's like, play backwards, here was, and then it's like, this fucking chord comes in it, and I used to fucking shit myself when I was like 14, but it was so interesting. I'd listen to it during the day, I was fine, then I'd try to listen to it at night time, I'd fucking, be so scared, turn on every light, and I'd have to chuck on like School of Rock, because it was hell funny, or Austin Powers Goldmember would make me feel better. But yeah, like backmasking is really cool, but it's that same thing. Like, it kind of sounds like that. Yeah, there's some definite intentional ones.
What the secret is it's actually your pockets of your own mind are making something appear. But
it's like looking at a cloud.
What it's exposing is that the power of your own mind to convince yourself of something is really strong.
Speaking of those social experiment videos. You've seen the one where there's someone sitting in a room by themselves and they pump like some smoke from underneath the door and they freak out, oh shit, there's a fire next door, and they jump up and do something. But then they put people in a room with actors and they pump the same smoke and the actors don't move and the other people just don't move. Like they look around like, what's going on? Oh, no one else is panicking. Exactly. I'm not going to panic either.
Yeah.
And they do the other one where, and this is a good one, where someone walks into a room and there's someone there who's obviously an actor. Yeah. And every now and then they hear, like, they play this beep in the room, like, beep.
And they all stand.
And one person stands up every time. And the person that just walked in is like, huh? And slowly they join in. So beep, and then they stand up. Another person walks into the room and they, like, what? And then they join in. Then the original person who was in on it, he leaves. But these people keep doing it.
Ah.
And they have no idea why they're doing it.
It's the power. It's the power of the herd mentality that humans have. Like,
what's hive mind? Why is that popping into my head?
Oh, that's just like a collective consciousness. But humans are essential. You can train a human.
Yeah,
you could totally train a human.
Absolutely.
That's what military and all that stuff. Like you could train someone to block all reasoning and just follow something.
That's what I think happens to a lot of kidnap victims.
Yeah,
you know how they keep them for ages and they get is it
Stockholm syndrome? Yeah, where
they're completely brainwashed by the end of it. You know.
Yeah, they're convinced that they need to be with this person.
It took me ages to not think that my uncle was a king and that his cock was amazing. No, that never happened.
Oh my god,
that never happened.
Oh wow.
But he was so sweet to me. Actually, I got to give him a call. That I'm pretty sure never happened.
That's great. We're essentially kind of like monkeys, man.
Yeah.
Like we see something, even as babies, we see something. We see our parents do something, and we just follow it. We just follow what we see.
I love it. Sorry, did you have something?
I was going to. It's the same like kids growing up with language. You know, they learn the language of the environment they're in.
Discuss.
Yeah, no?
yeah.
Discuss.
I thought
so you could take a kid that is born in a country. Let's take Japanese for example, a Japanese family. But let's say that the family spoke Afrikaans in the household. That Japanese kid would grow up speaking Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, we'll see. It's similar. But no, but like, in that sense, it's like weird. Like you think, oh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but it's that survival thing once again.
Yeah.
It's just like it's really like. But it gets so complicated when you think about this shit. It's like, why?
I'm going to bring up cats again. Sorry,
okay.
Just one sec. Okay. But
are you a cat boy?
Sean's a cat. I'm
that's right. You said cat person. When I was younger, I used to think they were like, in my mind, it was like people that like to dress up like cats. I'm a cat person, meow.
Like the musical version of Cats?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen it, but I've heard of that.
How you could keep a cat indoors for its whole life.
10 years without food. In my mind, that was just so funny.
What?
Anyway.
Heroin.
Yeah, continue.
You could keep a cat indoors for like all its life, but as soon as you open the door and the cat sees like a rodent, the primal instinct kicks in, and it's never seen. It just knows what to do. It's in the blood. It's already in there.
It's the same idea with big cats. You know, people were back in the old, let's say, fucking 60s, let's say, when people could buy a tiger from Harrods and have like a pet tiger, and you know, these cats, big cats, would grow up domestic, like in a normal household. You know, you have a pet tiger, and
they beat their wife up. And
I mean, I'm gonna buy a tiger to sleep on that rug over there. You know, have my own tiger, but it grows up being so domesticated. But it gets to this point just where it just flips and it just becomes a wild animal again because it's in their nature.
Didn't that happen to like, what are they called? Siegfried and Roy?
It bit one of those guys, right?
But like the 50s values thing, you know, like you treat like shit for long enough and well, I'm telling you.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's crazy because it's just you're seeing something ancient. That's what really fucked with me when I got really high and hung out with my cat. I was fucking blazed. But I was like, as I was petting it, I could swear it was looking like into me.
Man, tried hanging out with animals on acid. Literally.
It was crazy, but like I was like, you're petting something ancient. Like Egyptians fucking worship this thing. Like this thing has been around.
It's like when you like look at crocodiles and shit like that. Yeah, I get that when I look at chickens, man, and they say that like chickens are really closely related to dinosaurs. I'm not seeing reptile in a chook apart from its feet. You know?
Yeah.
But like you see that kind of shit and it's like, fuck, this is so weird. You know, but lately I had the thought years ago, but it's been really fucking with me lately that, I mean, look outside or look around you. Everything here has been put here and created by a human. And that is an animal. Like, everything here, and this electricity and all this crap. What a fucking weird animal is the human, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, when is it? At some point it's going to be, like, we'll just be robots and AI and computers, but it's just fucking weird. Like, even every tree planted out there and the little bits of wood chips out there. It's like all placed there. It's almost like, especially in the city, it's really hard to see anything that wasn't put here by this animal.
Well, humans create because we are made in the image of the Creator.
Thank you, sir.
No, I think that there's an inherent human need to create and to build and to innovate.
How do we know we were made in the image of the Creator and not worms? And like we just happen to get the intelligence, but like worms created shit. I don't know. Worm was a horrible example.
Well, I've seen the image of the creator, and apparently he's got abs.
Really?
And when I look at myself in the mirror, put myself up in a crucifix.
I am the creator.
I see myself. It's a very realistic
You look in the mirror, full erection though. So these abs are fucking sick.
It's masculinity.
People listening are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, the creator just loves arm wrestling. That red guy with horns, with that fire, and he loves doing that as well to like that other guy.
Yeah.
I'm just going from painting.
Paintings. Was that the Da Vinci painting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
No,
Da Vinci.
you're talking about
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so like the modern version is Spider-Man just shooting down
are you talking
and
about the,
fans buying it.
the hand of God, the touch of God.
Yeah.
Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw that.
Michelangelo.
I saw that this year.
Sorry.
I actually
Yeah,
saw
I loved it. Yeah, so Michelangelo.
It's not as extraordinary in person.
It's this big for one. You know how they
napkin, would you believe?
it's done with Bic. A Bic biro as well.
I just couldn't stop to appreciate it because everyone's like yelling and taking
too many
photos
tourists,
of their phones.
man.
Like, fucking hell.
Too many people. Like, it ruins the experience.
Terrifying.
Man. Yeah. But back to cats. Hey, Shaun, do you have a cat?
I don't, but I get sent messages on Cat Haven updates.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That's where I got my cat.
Yeah, and I have to like not really look at them because they're adorable. But I live in a share house, and
Yeah,
it's
true.
too
Yeah.
hard to commit to keeping.
Yeah.
poor little-
Having
little
cat
cats.
allergies really sucks, though.
Just get a sick
You get used
cat.
to it.
Get a terminally ill cat.
If you embrace death from the start, then
What is with you, Ben? What is with you tonight?
I don't know, man.
Ben's over it.
No.
I love to gaze into the eyes of a loved one and just be like, I can't wait to lose you.
Yeah. No, like, you know what I mean? Like,
More special and more attached
No, you
than
don't
loss.
have to. No, my logic there was like, you don't like if you don't want to commit to a cat, like you just have one that's like is going on its way out. You can just enjoy it.
Just
And
time it with my
if your lease
Japan holiday
runs up, then
next
you're
March.
like, catch you later, mittens. Had a fun few weeks. But
My cat, it's an older cat. It's 6 years old, which is quite old for a cat, right?
I gotta come back like a couple of steps. Like,
Okay.
were you blazed when you went and bought the cat at
No.
Cat Haven?
No,
Okay,
no,
so
no.
it was later when you were patting the cat, blazed, looking into its eyes, thinking about history in Egypt and that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty sure it was a cat.
So that wasn't the basis of buying the thing.
I've
You just
been-
end up at Cat Haven and it's like, holy shit.
He gets blazed, goes to buy a cat, and comes back with like an axolotl or something. Like, nice little kitty.
Axolotls are pretty interesting.
They
Eh?
freak me out. They fucking freak me out. I don't get them. Like
Yeah.
a lizard that lives in the water.
They're great kisses, though, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, very rough. They like it rough, yeah.
There's a
No, Shaun, I had been mulling it over for about 3 months. So I didn't jump into it.
Yeah. It's
a good amount of time.
Everything was cat proof. Big space, big open space.
What was the inspiration? Like, what planted the seed?
Are you keeping it indoors?
I was just going to ask, what Captain Meow?
Well, Captain Meow, when I moved into this place in North Rio, a cat always used to visit me, and that sparked my initial interest because I didn't know cats could be that loving at just first meeting them.
Does Captain Meow? Because Captain Meow know that you have another cat?
Yeah, and they don't get along. They got beef. This is why I'm kind of upset.
So is Captain Meow your cat?
No, Captain Meow was the cat
The cat that visited
that
you.
keeps visiting me. It's
What's
a
your
white
cat's
cat.
name now?
My cat is Atticus.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's-
Yeah,
a good name.
and I'm keeping the name that he was given.
It's so close to
it's-
Abacus.
he's actually like that's the name that.
Yeah, for 6 years he's been called Atticus, and
Oh, yeah.
on the Cat Haven, because you know how Cat Haven next to the cat, when they put them in the boarding, they have like a description on the left of the cat, how old it is. Someone had written like a whole poem, like a Latin Greek sort of poem, and I was like, this is kind of cool. And then the guy just opened it and was like, hey, do you want to meet him? I was like, yeah. And he was super sweet from the get-go. Older cats are really calm. That's what I really like about older cats.
Was it the
young cats
first
are pretty
one
fucked.
that you held, or
Yes, that day, yeah. It was. I came in as the last customer of the day, and he was like one of the last cats there.
how old are they?
This one's 6 years old.
Yep.
So, how long do cats live? Like 12 to 15
they can live
years?
a long time, yeah.
So just plan your holidays. Another 7 years.
Yeah. But,
Well, you can get that terminally ill one, I told you. Look, I really want a cat for the next 3 weeks before my holiday.
3 weeks at a time, yeah.
Yeah, you just keep getting different ones. You get like little short-term prepaid cats. You know what I mean?
Getting
You just get them to
Afterpay.
when you get
Afterpay
home
cat,
as well
yeah.
from the airport. Oh, hey! Little
like,
Atticus.
Did you have to sign up to be a Cat Haven member?
We've got a long weekend coming up, so, make it quick.
well, he's microchipped, and I had to register myself to some database. Because now when they look up the microchip, they have all your details. But the council that you live in, you've got to register with them as being an animal owner.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to sign up for the town of Mosman or something and say that that cat's mine.
Since when has that been a thing?
I don't know. There's an Australasian animal registry that you need to sign up to.
Wow.
And that's tied to the microchip in the cat.
See, that's taking shit too far.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
it's
don't know.
taking shit too far.
But people need to be accountable for their animals.
Yeah, that's...
But it's kind of...
It's a cat.
Oh, no, that was funny.
The cat.
what's your cat's criminal history?
Yeah. Wait, the microchip, the cat wants to knock off a bank, like it needs to, and the cat wants to go off the grid. What's it gonna do? Like, fuck.
Yeah, I know. I think it's so that... I don't know why... it's bizarre.
There is, on the very, worse, severe side of it, there's, sinister methods of, having, cats that, for, dog bait and stuff like that in, underworld kind of...
Which doesn't
scenarios.
work, by the way. I didn't get one dog.
Yeah. I lost so much money on that. Even got my own cats in there to, got them trained
So
into
I just
those
want
cats to
one
chase those
puppy,
rabbits.
come on.
Yeah.
I even put salt on the cats. To, I don't know, increase their scent. I don't know.
Peanut butter on the cat. Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you say that you can grow tolerant to allergies?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Yeah, because I heard that as well. But you need to hang in there for a good couple of months, like 2-3 months.
I mean, I've had it just visiting friends, or you spend the weekend somewhere, or cat sitting or dog sitting or something like that, and you go there and you just sneeze constantly, and then a couple of days later you're not sneezing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me, recently. I was hanging out, with a cat heaps. And I was so fucking allergic, like I said, and now I'm not.
Itchy
really.
or sneezing?
Just warts. No, heaps of sneezing. My eyes would be fucked and swollen.
Yeah.
I could barely breathe. Yeah.
Damn.
Probably don't get a cat. Yeah, that's probably
No,
not
but
gonna grow out of that one.
it got better after a while, and I was like, well, fuck me, I could probably get a cat because they're so cute, man.
Yeah.
But I don't like it when they're a bit bitey. My brother has a cat that he found on the side of the road.
Yeah.
It was a kitten.
Those
sick.
street
It
cats.
looks sick. It's a hell beautiful cat, but it's a kind of a thing. Because, every time I'm there, it just lunges and bites my legs.
Similar story, except a teenager. Picked
Really?
them up off the side of the road. I
Yeah.
tried to house them for a while, but they would not stop lunging at
And
me.
they have sharp teeth, teenagers.
Show you the scar. Right under here.
They really love to bite the underarm area. I
Just trying to
know.
cuddle.
No, here's the thing: the black cat crossing your path.
Yeah.
Now, who believes? Obviously, there's superstition, but at some point, when you see a black cat, you always stop and think about that superstition.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if you don't believe it, you stop
And
and
at
think,
what
"Oh
point do you
shit!"
make it real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's see, once again, it's just those, so many things. You know how with the beeping and the standing up, there are so many things that we are told throughout our lives that just stay in the back of the mind, and your brain's always reminding you. You know, I mean, you've obviously heard a billion times black cat, and so your brain's just oh, black cat.
Yep. I think that was a medieval folklore. Something started in London or Europe somewhere. But there's some cultures that say black cats are good luck, so I don't know what the fuck's happening there.
I've been told that like black crows, they're all black, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, look cool, a white crow. Yeah. Actually, that'd be fucking cool.
Albino
That would be
crow.
the time to run.
Yeah, then you're fucked. But black crows are apparently good luck.
But speaking of Halloween, like cats have always been associated with the occult, spiritual stuff, witches, witches with a cat and stuff.
Yeah, here's a good one. We started watching the new Sabrina show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a new one?
The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And it is like dark and fucking creepy.
Really? I thought it'd be really cheesy.
No,
so the tone is darker.
The tone is dark. It's gory. It's fucking like shit. And I don't know spoilers, but you know how in the old TV show when Salem was a talking cat, talking cat. When Salem talks, he doesn't talk as a cat. He transforms into this fucked up demon type thing.
Oh, really?
To talk to Sabrina.
Really?
So he shapeshifts.
He's a shapeshifter, yeah. And it's actually so far, I think we're 3 episodes in, and it's awesome. It is gory. It's still got that little bit of the cheese factor to bring back to the thing, but like not what I was expecting.
Whoa! What the hell?
And wait till you see the mighty Lord Lucifer. Oh, it's fucking good.
All right, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah,
because it was from the same guys that did the what's that Archer spin-off series.
What is it? A cartoon?
Archie.
No, it's not a cartoon.
It's not a cartoon. The guys
Riverdale?
Riverdale.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that type. I mean, Riverdale was very...
That's really cheesy.
Really cheesy, but this is like next level fucking
Is that
dark.
a Perth suburb?
Riverdale, no. There's a
Riverdale.
Riverton and Canning Vale.
Riverdale. Wait, what's the TV show? Riverdale? Yeah, because there's definitely a Perth suburb called Rivervale.
Yeah, Rivervale.
Yeah.
We recorded an EP there. Oh, no, actually, I recorded an EP there. You joined the band after. Yeah.
Are you crunching on
Sorry
that
about
ice?
I love eating ice, man. It's so... I don't know what it is, but...
Do you have it in
get
an
me
ice
a
block?
cup of ice, I'll eat the whole lot.
That's amazing.
I'm an ice boy. Not like, being cousin style. I mean... You know, but time will tell. Who knows?
Speaking of which, I have an inn on the army barracks. I cut a little hole in the fence, maybe like grab some morphine packs or something.
Do they do that?
I don't know. I read it in an article about Ben Cousins, and I thought that seemed like a pretty good
Is that
idea.
what
As a role model of a football enthusiast, as a kid, I got a poster on my wall and what he gets up to, and I feel as though that's what I should do.
Yeah, man. That's pretty sad. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to fucking find. I had a funny. It's kind of not a bad joke, but it was quite funny.
I feel sorry for Ben Cousins.
They were talking like the ultimate vegetarian, gluten-free, anti, like all the anti kind of thing meals, and it was just a plate of ice blocks.
But see, I'd fucking love that.
Yeah.
Man.
Your cat probably would as well. I mean,
yeah, vegan cat. Yeah.
Oh, wait till summer. You drop some ice blocks on a tray. That cat will love it.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
that's more what I was getting at. Not don't feed your cat ice.
Yeah. Keep the drugs for yourself.
Are you vegan?
Hide the drugs from the cat. Sorry.
I'm not. No. But I've heard of people. Well, this is the thing. They say that vegan, like there are people that try to give their cat a vegan diet, but I don't know of anyone that would do that.
It feels pretty mean.
It's so silly though. They're like carnivores.
Yeah.
They need actual animal protein.
Yeah, and you can imagine someone coming along to you and just going, you're eating this from now on.
Well, yeah, totally. Yeah. But their body can't process that shit. But here's the thing, like a lot of the corruption that you see with the human food industry happens in the pet food industry as well.
Really?
For sure. Well, a lot of cat food is absolutely full of
dolphin
filler. Like stuff that the animal can't process. Grains, oats, potatoes, like starch, corn.
Really?
Like, because to make the food taste appealing, they use a lot of like gelling agents and like crap.
Ugh.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's really hard to feed like even an animal, a healthy diet with stuff off the shelf. It's just all full of crap.
Well, I'm not eating any of that anymore.
No more cat food.
That's starting to make a lot of
No more
sense.
cat food.
Potato.
Like, it's crazy, man.
Oh no, I ate the cat
Raw.
food.
raw chicken offcuts.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of
Cat
people are
would
pushing
love that,
the
yeah.
raw diet, but
Yeah.
I don't know enough to.
It's like the emo diet.
I saw something ridiculous about, like, for dogs or something, where they want to start having vegan dogs and like cutting meat and stuff out of food for animals like that. And I'm not. Please don't take any offense from this, Shaun. But the argument was no, because I know you don't eat meat, and that's not a problem with that. But the thing is, they were saying,
Nah, I was a vegetarian.
they were saying how, why the argument of like why take away meat from the animal's diet when they are designed to eat meat.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, but aren't humans also designed to eat meat?
Well,
And
yes
there's this
no.
whole
It's
kind of thing like, yes, okay, we have the choice of what we think is best for us, but then at the same time, humans are built to eat meat. And, there we are with animals saying we're trying to make animals not eat meat. And it's kind of the thing, well, people are encouraging this vegetarian veganism stuff, but it's also, something...
doesn't necessarily like have to be meat. Like at the end of the day, if you're getting your protein elsewhere, and you can get protein from other things that aren't meat, but there just happens to be a high content of protein in meat. From like natural foods. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can completely maintain a vegetable diet as long as you're getting your protein.
I couldn't. I mean, humans can make their own decisions, but to take an animal like a dog or something and say to the dog, "You can't eat meat," that's a bit fucking cruel. That's fucking cruel.
Yeah, but at the same time, we've taken a dog and bred them to a shape and a form and a breed that we want them to. Like,
they're like mutants
But
now.
if you
aren't
put-
they?
and we're feeding them.
If you put two bowls in front of the dog, one with meat and one with no meat, what do you think the dog's gonna go for?
the bowl.
Just eat around, just like.
Well, like Ben was saying, so as a human, we have a choice. We can do whatever we want. We eat whatever we want, and we're conscious beings. If you have a pet, we're in control of them, so we decide what they get to do. If you let them out in the wild, they'll just do their thing. Like if you get a cat, so I guess back to the vegan thing. Like, so for me, like I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian. It's cruelty. And at the same time, I don't want to support companies that produce pet food that comes from weird, cruel sources, and there's bits of dolphin and bits of hoof and a fucking potato. Or
Have you
something
tried
like
some dolphin hoof though?
delicious, but just like salt and sugar. I try to minimize it. And I guess it comes back into the pet thing. Like, why would you microchip it, and why would you? Why do you have to go that far? And it's like, people shouldn't have pets because when you have a demand for these kind of things, it opens it up into an industry level, and people who just want to make money from those things. And that's where exploitation, comes into it. And really, you just want to not have cruelty in the world, and that's every level of that, from owning the pet. Like, if you kill that thing in a week and then just get a new one and then get a new one and get a new one, if you have a microchip, you can be like, oh, hang on a sec, you had one last week, why don't you have one this week? Or why? Where did these 100
To
pets
protect
went?
them,
It turns out I was experimenting in rituals and blood sacrifice. Probably wasn't a good idea. It was a phase I was going through.
You've been getting a goat every week.
Yeah, where are they going? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't have a cat case on it and I dropped it.
But you just said, like something you said before about we essentially have control over the animals. Is that a fair thing? We look
No,
at,
it's not.
like you're saying about keeping animals inside. Like you have a cat that is essentially born to be this sort of essentially a predator, like a wild animal. It wants to explore, and people keep them indoors. And that essentially, as soon as the cat goes outside, they'll freak out. They'll see a bird and chase it, and that's what people are arguing about. We don't want cats outside because they chase birds and do all this stuff. Well, you think about it, maybe it's because the cat has been sheltered so much, it's not familiar.
Yeah.
And essentially, if you allow not just cats but any animals in general to essentially be themselves and explore their environments, they become a lot more capable of being a decent fucking pet. I don't know.
Well, the life expectancy drops considerably when you let a cat outside.
Really?
Through disease and just depends on the density of the area. They get run over.
Well, maybe but it's the same thing. It's about being car smart. Same with dogs. You know, if a dog's not familiar, if a dog hasn't been grown up around cars, around roads, and you know, and the owner told it to heel when it's fucking near a car and stuff, if it ran out and let outside, it wouldn't know what to do. It just runs across like a fucking kangaroo across the road, just get snapped up. But if they're raised to be familiar with those environments, then you're less likely to.
It's a cat by cat basis. It really depends on your environment.
Off.
It's true because it's not you couldn't do it in a really really high density area. Like I wouldn't let a cat out there. Would you let a cat out there? Like right there in Yagan Square.
But I think that's because someone would steal it.
Yeah, well, that too. And then
or someone might say a mean thing to it, like "dumb cat,"
and it gets triggered. What's wrong, man?
I don't know what's wrong with me, man.
But that's the thing.
I'm in a mental transition.
To me, I think
looking good.
I think a lot of pet owners. I don't know. I don't want to generalize, but I think some pet owners look down upon their pets as if being essentially inferior to them, as if because they're a human being, they know better. Animals are actually quite fucking smart.
I agree with that.
A cat's inferior or inferior?
Try asking the cat that. You'll get a completely different response.
So
welcome our next guest.
Hey guys, it's me, the cat. I don't fucking know who I am anymore.
What should I do with Atticus? Should I let him out or?
No,
I don't think so.
You can get cat collars.
It's got a cat collar.
Oh, well, you can get a little leash and let him outside.
Incrementally.
Just let them familiarise with
ignorance
the
is bliss.
thing.
Never let them see the outside world, and they'll never know what they're missing. But if you love that cat and it's entertained and it's fulfilled inside your apartment or your house or wherever you live, then that's what we want.
Big open space.
Let Atticus grow up inside the Truman Show. Like, that's exactly what it wants.
The Truman Show.
Yeah.
Look, you have two options I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that thing in school where you get lucky bands and you kind of like tie them together and make a long lucky band? Okay, so I'm thinking you've got a cat, right?
Get another cat, tie it together.
Oh, there we go.
I'm following.
Yeah. Okay, I was just thinking like a singular cat kind of apparatus, but, you know, and then you can just tie one end of the lucky band to the door. Anything of your
just have
choosing.
like a harness, like a leash
TV,
type thing,
and then you can make a really long lucky band, and then it can run into a certain amount, and then it get flinged back. What the fuck? You know, or you send the cat outside blindfolded. Instantly, it's going to hate the outdoors. Take the blindfold off when it comes inside, and it's like, wow, this is way
Thank
better.
God for that.
Then the cat will learn that outside's boring anyway.
It's kind of
too dark.
It's too dark.
This shit's getting too dark for me.
But you know the actual the real thing that could happen. The actual real thing that could happen is you take Atticus, you open up the front door, and either he or she, he'll walk to the door, and he'll sit there and look outside, and he'll be like, fuck this, and just go back inside, because that's what cats are. They'll make up their own decision. If he looks outside and goes, oh, and that's the thing, being an older cat. You know, like you're saying, small cat kittens and stuff will just fucking run.
I think he values his comfort now. He just wants to relax.
Yeah.
I even, I sprayed some catnip on some toys. And I was like, yeah, cat. And it's just like, I'm going back to bed. So he's really calm. But it's a big debate. And I was reading a lot about it. There's two schools of people, indoor and look. Let them out, let them be free. They'll learn their surroundings. I think it really depends on your environment. Like a farm cat would make sense. Like big open space,
Get him on the tractor.
We had a cat.
Somebody has to.
We had a cat.
I'm gonna wait.
You know that saying that the cat will always come back.
Yeah.
We had a cat when we were young, and he would disappear for days at a time and still come home.
Yeah.
Essentially,
They have second families, a lot of cats, man. When you let them out, they go somewhere else wherever they're being fed.
Yeah, there's a documentary where they
You did?
they microchipped a cat, like a GPS microchip, and they showed like the route that every cat was taking. Usually they do a nice long circle around the neighborhood, and they have what they call like their patrol routes.
They have they have their list. Go, the Johnsons aren't feeding today. All right, next one. Let's go to 32. Let's see what they have.
That's literally what they do. And then, like a lot of owners, like you said, they found that they were stopping at each house and like checking for treats to see which families would give in and let them in.
So every night for a cat is trick or treat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because if that owner doesn't feed them, they'll go shit on their front lawn or something.
I've
jump on the ledge and knock a fucking plant pot off the thing. Fuck you.
Check your computer history because you might see a spreadsheet. A little Excel spreadsheet of like.
Actually, that's a very like interesting bit of information because cats were voted number 1 best at Excel out of all the house animals. Yep. But I've never seen a cat's dick, and I find that interesting. I was just thinking of that before. I've seen a dog's dick. I've seen a kangaroo's dick. Kangaroos' dicks are like worms, man.
Yeah, they're like worms.
Yeah.
Have you seen pig sticks?
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I've seen it in person. I've never even seen a cat's dick on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say about a cat's dick, but a cat's.
Are they like red rockets like dogs once?
Oh no, I have no.
So I love.
But a couple of weeks ago, I saw a red rocket, and it wasn't that.
The cat's vagina actually has.
It was a big boy's dick, man.
Yeah, it was
no one else. That sounded really bad talking to myself. No, the cat's vagina's got hooks on the inside. It does. It's got claws on the inside. It does.
Yeah.
Really?
That's an adaptation I'd like to see in humans.
What do they call it? They call it something.
I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's just I don't know why. But yeah, it's got like these inbuilt claws. So when the cat penis goes inside, it gets stuck.
Keenness.
The keenness it gets trapped inside there. It gets caught, and it's like painful to get out.
Oh,
it's like a trap. A Venus cock trap.
A Venus cat trap. Yeah.
What the? Whoa, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But there is a movie about chicks with teeth in their vagina. It's called Teeth.
Yeah.
It's just called Teeth.
Really?
And in the movie, the diagnosis, it's called the name of the condition is called vagina dentata. I thought that was pretty funny. It's like it sounds pretty cool, but it's like not very imaginative.
Yeah,
vagina. It sounds like a freaking tartar sauce. Vagina dentata.
There's a fucking business idea.
Let's get this Ouija board happening. Let's get a glass on that screen.
Okay, go on.
No, should we really? No. It's your new Samsung screen. So who got that for you?
It was a gift from a cat.
I'm not touching it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
A cat actually came around and gave it to me.
It's very impressive.
Yeah. What, the Ouija board?
Yeah, no, the screen.
Cats.
Can I touch it?
Hey?
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
I've been wanting to touch it the entire time because it's on the table.
Yeah,
Actually,
so Johnny has a Samsung screen on the table in front of us, which was a gift. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. There's no mount for it, hence why it's on the table.
Yeah.
Wait, is it like a tablet thing? Is it
No, it's a TV. It's a TV.
Oh, so it's just a TV laying on the
Yeah, TV laying on the table.
TV.
Way to ruin it, Sean.
Yeah. Can you like just dial up some coasters so I can put my drink on it? Feel really bad.
Yeah.
It's condensation everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it would work?
Well, that's the thing. Well,
2018.
Exactly.
It's the image of
Digital Ouija.
probably. Yeah, digital Ouija board.
So I don't even know how this shit works. Like,
No, don't put that on the... That's wet.
no, let's try.
No, it's wet. No, it's wet, it's wet. I can see the drop. Don't get it wet, it's not worth it.
I actually got scared to put that on there, not because of it's wet and it's glass, but because it's a
I'll
fucking
do
Ouija
one.
board.
Right.
Yeah.
It's actually on no as well. It landed on no.
Oh no. That's weird.
Right.
Cat says no.
I'll do it without looking, right? I'm going to prove to you that it doesn't work.
Okay.
Because I mean, I don't want the placebo effect to hit me because I'm still a power of human belief, a believer of the power of human belief. But
a believer of the power of human belief.
Yep, I believe in it.
I don't get any of
I think
that.
it's
This is like
placebo effect, so I don't want it to ruin me. But I'm going to show you something.
A placebo effect.
Okay, what can I use? What can I use?
Do you have a coaster or? We don't even
That's
have.
the thing. I've been looking around for. I don't know what.
Wait, maybe you got an app on your phone with a glass on it.
Well,
There must be a glass app.
That mouse could work.
The dead guinea pig.
try it like that, but I don't know if it would.
I mean, look. Do you have? You can cut out like a piece of like an arrow, a pointer, or
What
something.
about a pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
There you go.
Pumpkin.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
All right. Watch. Check this out.
It's called the planchette. The planchette, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch it. Yeah, planchette.
The planchette. We need to.
Obviously, it doesn't matter.
Don't scratch my screen.
No, but we haven't asked. We haven't asked.
Scratch your screen.
We need to ask
Actually,
the question.
yeah, let's not scratch the screen.
Definitely going to scratch the screen.
I'm going to use my finger.
Really?
Yeah, of
What
course.
is your finger?
Well, it's not going to work regardless because it's not real.
Well, we need to ask.
Okay,
we need to ask a question first.
Okay, ask it a question.
So how does this usually start?
Okay.
Oh God, I'm kind
Right,
of
watch
scared.
this. No, you don't need to be scared because it's not real.
Okay.
You go like this. Are there any spirits here? Are there any spirits here? Communicate through the thing, right?
You need to hold something.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, you do. Well, not really. Oh, yeah,
Hey,
you
wait,
do,
did-
don't you?
Did you?
Spirits, yeah.
Benno, I don't know if freaking one out.
Whoa, holy... Whoa.
This, I'm out.
Benno, I don't know if it was that. Did you turn that pumpkin on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was always on. See? Okay, so this is what's happening now. It's psychosomatic.
Is
It's
it?
not, it's not a real thing.
Here we go. Hey, baby, huh?
Yep.
We can
Okay.
use. You reckon the cursor could move by itself? Yeah, the mouse cursor. Like,
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
it's like put your finger on it. Put your finger on the cursor, and then where does it go?
What, like, are we cats now?
We'll get a cat to walk on top of it.
No, I'm actually generally a bit terrified to use Ouija boards. I don't know why.
Yeah, so... Was that face there before? See, yeah.
See, now Benno's freaking out.
No, I'm not freaking out.
Was that? I just noticed that face.
Did you notice that one and that one? There's more faces. Oh my god, that one, that one.
There's faces everywhere.
Oh my god, dude, there's a Ouija board on this screen. What the fuck? Yeah, we'll see. I guess you're gonna need okay. Do you have maybe a piece of cardboard or something that we can turn into something?
Actually,
I'm just trying to. But I genuinely these things just aren't real. I used to be stressed about them for my entire life.
How about we find something and we'll take a quick 5-minute break and we'll come back.
Okay,
I think
beautiful.
that sounds great.
Sounds lovely.
It's like that clown movie that we watched here that time with that freaky clown that... Remember? No, it wasn't it.
Was it like an Australian movie or
Terrifier.
something?
It was called Terrifier.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
That's pretty good makeup.
Oh yeah! I can't even talk through the mask, so I'm going to take it off. Nice makeup.
Johnny had to go. Johnny had to go somewhere, so I'm taking over.
What are we?
So who are we with now?
Tim.
Yep. I'm on a T over here. Yep. T for Tim. Yeah.
Well, we get to work and do we? Oh.
Do you want me to do a Ouija board?
Ooh, I don't know if it's. Can we do that?
It's just not real, man.
You reckon it's not real?
No way.
Do you think this is random?
Ben's a non-believer. Jess, do you believe in Ouija boards? What do you think?
I believed in the background and the mythology behind them. I think that's really cool. A lot of the occult symbolism behind them, but I don't.
Wasn't it just like a Hasbro toy?
What?
Or was it?
It got popularized as being a toy.
Yeah.
I think that's how it really propagated.
But back in the day, it wasn't though. That's the
Okay.
thing. It's got a long history to Ouija boards and stuff like that.
Okay.
When you think about how TVs were designed, TVs were invented as a way to see into the afterlife. They were messing around with trying to look into the afterlife, and that's how they came up with the TV.
Really?
With EVPs and stuff, right? How they would
I have never heard that before.
Try and tune into certain things.
No,
I can't tell if he's being serious. I'm like, wait, is he?
No,
apparently
there's
eyebrows happening.
Well, with the makeup, I take it as an authority. Like,
there's
tell me more.
a story that was like, I don't know when they were first playing around designing a TV. A TV was first built as a invention to look into to see into the afterworld.
Are you looking at Professor Google
as like a projection type thing, and they thought they could find a way to project into the afterworld, and they realized, oh wait, we can project images through this, and became a TV.
What the hell? That's pretty cool.
Have you watched that Channel Zero TV show?
No.
Oh my god. Alright, so it's based off that principle, and they've got 3 seasons of it now, and it's really messed up. So like each season is a different aspect based off this one is like a haunted house, and one is like an actual kids TV show, and it lures kids to their death, and it's all based off this principle that there is a channel through the television that can influence people and stuff like that through spiritual stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Actually, you mean like trigger people to do certain things?
Yeah.
It was also
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear how that original? What's that ghost town in the original Pokemon games? It had binaural beats, whatever, and they thought that there's a whole bunch of suicides and self-harm linked to that thing, and they actually changed the
bunch
music.
of people got rushed to the hospital. A bunch of kids actually got seizures from a certain episode of Pokemon.
It's this but in the game there's this it's the ghost town. It's hell weird. There's this big video on it. There's quite a few on it, and it's hard to find the original one, but it's actually it does kind of make you feel weirdly sick listening to it. And genuinely it's there's something up there that's hell weird. And if you look at the waveforms as well, literally it does have if you get an audio spectrum thing and look at the waveform using a spectral analyzer instead of hang on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a spectral analyzer. It literally has a picture of Gengar or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's weird, and for that time, in the 90s, it's pretty fucking weird. And I think it was the lady that was behind the music for that particular part. There was some weird underlying reason why they did that, and she was in this kind of organisation, and it was pretty weird.
It makes sense in the 90s. Aphex Twin was doing stuff like that with their waveforms.
I think there was a video game that came out as well. Oh, another person here. There's so many people coming through. There was a video game. No spirits, unfortunately.
No one's asked any questions though.
Yeah, do you know how do you do it? You have to first. You can't just start asking, right? There's a bit of a process. You have to
put your finger on it, and then you have to circle 3 times, and then you have to ask a question.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got someone that's experienced. I had no idea. Would you do it, Ben? Wait, you don't believe it though?
No, I don't believe it.
You don't believe it at all? Okay.
Real. After I saw that the thing where they blindfold the people and it just spelled out gibberish, I thought that was really funny. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
You're an RTR, aren't you, Jess? Do you
do I do Ouija boards in the studio?
No. I mean, do you have a segment, don't you?
I do Behind the Mirror and RTR, and I do Burn the Airwaves, the punk show. So
was there someone doing it before you?
Yeah, there's a whole crew.
There's a whole crew that do it, right? Yeah.
So there's a whole. I think for Behind the Mirror, there's 6 or 7 different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Burn the Airwaves, there's about 4 or 5. So.
Right. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh my god. It's a party.
Everyone's so spooky tonight. It could be you, Dad. This is actually the only time I've ever seen you not in black.
I know. I'm so colourful.
That's your Halloween outfit, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Look at my butterfly socks.
You look like you're dressed as Terry
Scary.
Richardson, the photographer.
Really?
Yeah. I actually do.
I can see your dick.
It needs to be way seedier for that to
I know.
happen.
I need to actually be sexually assaulting all of my clients to do that.
Young clients.
Yeah. Did you hear about that shit?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Because he did a lot of the early stuff with Sonic Youth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, dude, this guy's awesome. And then obviously super seedy stories come out over the years.
He's still a pretty amazing photographer, but
he is an amazing photographer.
But he
doesn't make up for being a super creep though.
It doesn't, yeah. Have you seen his Lindsay Lohan shoot?
Yeah.
I swear, in some of the shots, I'm like, what did you do to her?
Yeah.
She looks legitimately sad. Or she's just sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be a combination, but...
Who what?
Terry Richardson. Do you know Terry Richardson? He's a photographer. A celebrity photographer. But,
Hasn't taken my photos.
he's done everybody. Jared Leto.
I'm pretty sure he shot Obama.
Yeah, he did.
Obama as well?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy crap.
He used to do a lot of Vice Mag stuff over the years as well, and his shoots were always amazing.
He's edgy, but like without being too edgy.
Yeah.
It's just white background stuff.
Yeah.
And like
It's black and white, right? Most of it's monochrome.
some of it can be, but I think his color work is really good. Like he still does have like a lot of color work, but it's like very bright flash.
Yeah.
Against the wall mainly.
It's just hip.
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
Like, it's
really
not technically
really hip.
proficient photography. It's just very hip, and then coming out from the I guess because of his father, like from the high fashion world and stuff like that. And then he did the whole raw kind of looking stuff, like, you know,
But his stuff like
snapshot photography, even though it's still contrived.
Yeah.
And like, and I guess why he gets away with what he's doing is because he's still upfront about it's like, oh hey, like, yeah, like if you suck my dick, like I'll take photos and these will be in the magazines, which isn't cool.
And
but
he
he's
never put my photo in the magazine as well. I haven't been.
But that's what he's doing.
He
Like,
mustn't have performed. He must not have performed.
I was so sexy in those pictures.
we're doing these photos, but this is what's going to happen. And like, if you don't want to be a part of that, then you know, like, okay, but you're not going to be in it.
When it's
As a power of influence, like, that's not okay. And that's what he became, and that's when, well, from what I've read through the media and stuff like that, that's where it crosses those lines and goes like, yeah, no, this isn't cool anymore.
What if you're consensual to all of it? I mean, does that make it okay?
Well, I guess that's where it started, where it was
weird.
like, before he had influence and before he had some kind of power over people to, like, as a career influence, like, it's fine. Be like, yeah, cool, this is what we're going to do. Like, all right.
I know in later years he was just he just would go, oh, well, I want to go to Russia. And then he'd be like, all right, he'd put out a call for shoots. All these young girls would come forward and he would be, super upfront going, this is what's going to happen when the shoot's going to happen. So you can either take part and be fully knowledgeable about that or not. And, the girls did come forward and actually still get the shots done. But it's still really, it's awful. It's awful.
What I don't get is I've noticed that a lot of models are advertising themselves, asking for photographers to shoot them, but almost advertising like, any photographers want to shoot me, pay for me to fly out there and you can take my photo. And it's becoming like a role reversal. Rather than photographers seeking models for work, models are saying, you can take a photo of me. Like,
That's just the independent side. I mean, that's the same if you're signed to an agency. If you hire a model from an agency, like, you have to pay for them to fly out and do the thing. But with the world of the internet, now we have forums like Model Mayhem where you can be independent and try to get a career from that. Same as musicians.
If anyone wants to take my photo, they can fly me somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we need.
I need you to suck my dick first.
Yeah, I'll sign your band.
Just like that axolotl. Thank you so much.
I represent, like, I'm A&R for Sony or something, and, like, if you suck my dick, and put that photo up in your album liner, then let's do this. But if not, it's fine.
That's so weird.
Keep doing your thing. Yeah,
such a weird.
And it's
industry.
not okay. It's not okay in the end.
Yeah. You start thinking about how many people have acquiesced to all that stuff and willingly have done it, but they're keeping the secret. I'm sure that's like most of it.
But it's even worse if it's a secret. Like, if that's just like, you didn't explicitly say it, you know, and just be like, oh, if you do this, then your career will progress. But, like, yeah.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Halloween.
Yeah. Are we all going out after this or what?
Yes.
You are, right? You got all painted up and stuff? Within 10 minutes? You still got that magic from the Maddie Trash days.
Yeah, I'm just going down to the server. And put some fuel in my car. Yeah.
Rob it for a meat pie.
Who's got some stuff to plug? Does anyone have anything to plug? What they're doing? I certainly don't. I have a new cat. That's about it.
Jess, what do you got coming up?
Jess, what do you have coming up? Do you have any shows? Any DJ sets?
I do. There's Church of Belligerents happening on November 9, the Fed In or Fuck Off event.
Okay.
That's happening at Hazard Studios. There's tickets still available for that. That'll be super cool. It's like a witch house, dark synth theme.
I'm down. Wow.
Yeah.
Church of they do good
Yeah.
Witch house is in like witch
Good
house music.
Yeah, witch house music.
What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
witch
That
house
sounds
is-
You've
so
never heard of
cool.
Witch
No.
House? It's like this. It was super popular for like 12 months, maybe back in 2011, and now it's had like a resurgence.
What is it?
I got big into it. It's actually
love
really
not.
house
cool.
music.
It's actually
It's
very.
not house music.
It's on the
Okay.
borderline of like dark trap music.
Yeah,
it's
it
very,
is.
very
Yeah.
similar.
That's
It's
really
got
cool.
really like dark wave synths, but
Yeah.
really kind of 4/4. Not 4/4. Sorry, what's
It's
the
very trappy, very trip hoppy. And
There's a
stuff
lot of
like
half
that.
time.
Okay.
There's no like pounding 4/4. It's just really
Weird.
trip
and-
hoppy. Yeah. I really dig it.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of witch house.
You should look it up. It's
Fucking
really
cool.
cool.
The Witch
Yeah.
House
It's
is
a
the
cool
best,
genre,
best sounding
man.
genre.
It's a hard one to look up because you're gonna get like the weird like.
They put all
numerals
triangles
right.
in their
Yeah,
names
yeah.
and upside down crosses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Though White Ring's considered Witch House. You look up White Ring, you'll be able to find
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
White Ring.
I
Yeah.
might play some Witch House on the way out, but yeah, it's a really cool genre.
Because the new
yeah.
White Ring album's sick. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
But it's a bit more dancier than the other stuff, so I don't know. Anyway, and then there's on November 16, there's Club Freak Reborn happening at Badlands, which will be cool.
Wicked.
So that's a big fetish event. And the last one they did was at Metro City.
Fetish event.
Yes.
What's that?
What?
You guys must be like, because I'm 27.
I'm only 32, mate. Fucking hell.
But
We're the
like,
same age. Wow. Okay.
Like,
Came
you
to the
think I'm
wrong
12.
house,
I don't know if
man.
it's cool.
Came to the wrong house.
You just wear a lot of leather
Well-
and gimpy stuff, right? I don't really know. What do you do?
Does that happen in Perth?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
there's
funny.
quite a lot
I
of
don't go
fetish
out much
events.
anymore. What the hell? That's so cool.
Well, maybe you should come, mate.
Yeah,
Maybe
come.
we need to pop your cherries.
No, I don't really. No, I don't go out anymore, man.
Well, see, that's the attitude. That's the problem.
No, like I
You're
did.
27.
I'm just focusing on like trying to grow up a little bit.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
'Cause
No,
I've been. All I did was just like go out all the time.
No, I
Just
get
di-
it.
It didn't
You
do well
do
for
need
me.
time to
So I'm
pull it
too
back a bit,
mature
yeah.
of a person.
You need a
so-
balance.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find, but I need to get some of my foundations right first, you know.
Okay, fair call.
That's good.
Well, but no, it does it like when I start heading out again, that sounds fucking pretty fun. Actually.
Yeah.
The
I did
BDSM
take
culture
my-
is a lifestyle. You know, it's not a.
The what?
BDSM culture
BDSM.
is a lifestyle. It's not for kids. It's about maturity,
What, are there like
Scent.
cocks around and stuff?
fulfilling.
Sometimes you can see a bit of wang. Sometimes you might see a bit of vagina. No, I think the limit that they have there is for girls you have to wear pasties and underwear, a thong. For guys, it's just underwear. You can wear a thong. That's like it's
If
the
only we had
most
a
clothing
paddle.
you have to wear.
Yeah, most venues don't have like nudity licenses or whatever.
Yeah,
Can I wear
yeah.
normal clothes?
But it's indecent exposure.
No,
if
because
you
you just
go
be like
less
some
than that.
idiot rocking up to a place
yeah,
that.
see,
isn't
I don't
like for
think.
you,
No,
yeah.
I'd get too embarrassed.
Yeah.
With
You
stuff
don't. You
like
can
that.
be fully clothed. I always go fully clothed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but like I mean, you can't just walk like
have
turn
to
up
be
in your blue jeans and your
Fan- you have to be
flannelette. Come on,
fancy.
man.
How's it going?
This is radio.
I have a Terry Richardson fetish.
Let me take your photo. Yeah, so okay, because when I hear the word fetish, I think of people peeing on each other
That is
immediately.
a
Same.
fetish. That is a fetish.
I'm into that. I can dig that.
Fetish
Golden
to me
showers,
sounds
yeah.
like it just reminds me of food.
Feet,
for some
fetish.
reason.
Yeah.
Fetish, like it sounds like something you like to eat.
What is it? Splooshing is a food fetish.
What?
Splooshing.
Splooshing.
It's
Man, I'm learning
sex
so much
involving
stuff
food.
right now.
Yeah.
What is splooshing?
So it's people that get off on involving food in a sexual context with a partner. So
Yeah.
so it could be like, for example, two people having sex, but they really get off on rubbing cream pies all over each other, then smushing up against, but they're not actually penetrating. It's like they're smushing up against each other.
It's just the feeling.
Yeah,
the
it's the
texture.
feeling of the
Yeah.
food and the wetness and the texture.
That's another thing about humans being animals. Like you don't think of any other animals doing this weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, how is most animals, they fuck to reproduce. Right?
Yeah.
But humans, like, they're rubbing cream together and there's no reproduction going on.
I know, it's just to feel good. Yeah.
It's really interesting.
There's some really weird... There's one, like, guys like their balls being stepped on. You've seen that shit?
It's really
horrific.
It's way better than it sounds. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There's a thing in a fetish world, fetish community called vanilla,
Right.
and that's like a term used for people who don't know anything beyond like the conventions of like missionary sex.
Yeah.
And that's you guys right now. Balls being stepped on. Like, who would have thought? Where have you guys been? It's 2018. We have the internet.
Yeah.
You guys know what fetishes are.
Yeah.
I know, but that what I was commenting on was just how oh my god, that would be so painful though.
Yeah, it would, yeah. I mean...
There's a lot of people that are into pain, though.
Yeah. What was that? Have you seen that video, the BDSM Pain Olympics? That old video?
What? No? Whoa.
There's an old video.
Back in the day from like E-Fucks days.
And there's a debate as to whether it's prosthetics or like a fake video, but there's people literally
cutting
hacking at their genitals, like cutting stuff off, like
it's the hottest shit ever.
there's one that's horrific, like a guy like actually pops one of his nuts out. Like,
Like, it's real. I have seen that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I saw it in like year 10.
It's fucking
literally.
You poor
man,
child.
I saw this one, and it was. I don't know if I've ever seen this one, but this one fucked me because like, okay, so we were about 18. And then they had the 2 girls, 1 cup. No, I can tolerate. I'm
You're
like,
just
yeah,
like
whatever.
straddling your guinea pig.
Like, whatever.
You know,
I've seen
like,
some. Yeah. No, but like,
This has gone downhill very quickly.
yeah. No,
We're supposed to be plugging our shit. What
This
the
one's
hell?
called Putrid Sex Object.
Okay.
So me and my friends were like, yeah, we'll see this one. But the tagline of it was, this makes 2 girls, 1 cup look like Sesame Street. And we were like, yeah, we can do this one. By the end of it, we're all like... we couldn't talk for like half an hour.
What was it?
Basically, it's like this like gothic style like chick like in high heels, like fishnet kind of thing, like real tall blue hair kind of thing.
Nice.
Like pretty like, you know, cool. Like walking through this haunted house, and it's like the high heels on the floorboards, kind of sound effect, always like very prominent in the mix. And then like walking around, and then all of a sudden it's just like this is like a horse's head in the middle of this room, severed obviously, skinned, and then it's just like starts like playing with its tongue and like licking its tongue, and then it's just like it turns out to be a guy. It's like wanking and fucking this horse's head, and like
So the girls are transvestite.
yeah, it's a yeah,
Right.
and then like coming into it like.
Okay. All right. Enough said.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
This is a family show, guys. What the hell?
Wow.
I'm so sorry about that, but yeah, definitely.
Dark.
That's
well,
crazy.
we can get a horse's head downstairs. I know some Italians.
Yeah, that is not a part of the BDSM world.
Okay, well
Culture,
there you go.
yeah,
See, I'm not that vanilla. I have seen fucked up stuff.
I seen some.
I like
pretty
how you
cool,
just came back
guys.
with this hell traumatic story, and you're like, yeah, so yeah. I'm
Well,
cool.
like no, it's in that same Pain Olympics like era that like all these
It's
videos
great.
are
It's
going around.
just- yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, there's Mr. Hands. You seen Mr. Hands?
What's Mr. Hands?
Mr. Hands is the guy getting fucked to death with a horse.
Yeah.
I know, sorry for the bestiality stuff, but he was actually a revered Air Force pilot.
Really?
And his fetish was he would go down to this farm and have this horse fuck him. And one day it just penetrated obviously too hard. There's a video of it, and he died from internal bleeding. He refused to go to the hospital because of his career. He was like, if people find out I've been letting this horse fuck me, like my career's over. So he like bled out. He fucking
hell.
bled out. Crazy
Jesus,
shit, man. But when it involves animals,
What a way to go out, but
Literally, man.
masculinity.
I just thought that was like your simulation of like a horse
horse's
cock.
dung.
Well, what, at the same time, it's a bicep,
Yeah.
you know, just
Horse
like, it's all
cocks
of it,
are
like,
huge, man.
no, they are.
You know how
Yeah.
sometimes they just get random erections.
They're like
and
this
they're
leg.
just like
They're like my leg, like
Yeah.
that long. It's crazy.
they're cool.
Mission
man.
ctrl.com.au if you want to clear your browser history.
So-
yes.
Great plugs, guys.
Great plugs. Shaun, you got anything to plug?
I'm playing a set. I'm playing my very first solo set.
Wow.
At Noise Machine on Tuesday.
Tell me about it. What is it? Just you with no one else? Wait,
Yeah, it's just me and my
solo
horse.
is.
Yeah.
You and your horse.
What is it like?
I'm terrified, and I may bleed out. No, Jesus Christ. Noise Machine, Artifactory put on Noise Machine. It's experimental noise night.
It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
5 or 6 years.
Yeah, real cool thing. I've been down to lots of them, but I've never actually contributed.
Okay.
And finally, I'm giving it a go. Somebody asked me, and I was like, yes. Thought I'd just go through the motions of actually producing something, and now it's happening, and I'm still trying to get it together, but I'm gonna do it.
That's wicked, man. Yeah, you're facing your fear.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I've always played in bands, so I always have that.
Yeah.
The army around me to take the front line, and I can just go hide in the back, and play the thing. But now it's now it's all up to me to do the thing. And I like my concept of what I'm gonna do, but I'm still afraid of having to deliver that.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, it's gonna happen.
No pressure.
See how it goes. Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's how you grow, man. That's how you grow out of your shell.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And I guess also because I play guitar, and which is the most boring instrument in the world. Like, I'm a white guy in 2018 playing guitar. So it's like, what can I show to somebody else that we haven't already heard?
Yeah. Okay.
But I guess I just kind of went, well, I'll keep it short.
Yeah, cool, man.
And you probably heard it before, but I'll keep it short and do what I do, which is
what is
which
it
is
like?
play guitar.
Experimental noise.
Yeah, it's not necessarily noise, but like it's an experimental, live music night.
Okay,
so,
cool.
And generally speaking, an experimental live hardware night.
Okay,
so
cool.
people would do a thing, whether that's like sampling or
electronica, or some of them there was like a kind of doom-esque kind of stoner night and stuff like that, and there's a lot of cool shit. So
Where is that again?
at Artifactory in Osborne Park. It's like this big warehouse space.
Okay.
Man, fuck. I feel like I'm really out of the loop, but
Me too, man.
Fuck, I'm gonna get back into it. No,
well, if you want to come and see me like sweat, like
I'll come to that
really hard
Let's do it.
and maybe vomit on myself.
Just slow clap him.
Yeah, Tuesday the 30th. A lot of slow clapping. Yeah.
Tuesday the 30th. Okay, that's in a couple of days.
Yeah,
Holy
it
crap.
is.
Holy
I
fuck.
should be at home practicing. But here I am.
All right, Benno, do you have anything to plug? Anything at all?
Shout out to Nan. Thanks for letting me live there for ages.
Oh.
And I'll pay some board soon.
Well, now you can afford it, right?
Yeah.
Slow-
I know,
yeah.
I have been paying, but not for the last 3 weeks until I got this job. So now I'm happy.
That's cool, Benno.
Shout out.
Shout outs.
Just shout out.
Just shout, yeah.
Well, Benno, you're someone that I really respect, and I think you have a lot of potential.
Not anymore, man.
No. See, I'm starting to veer into that territory, but I've got to pull myself out of that shit because I've been
I'll try to, just for you.
I know you're capable of doing some shit. You got some real good talent, man.
Stop it.
No, I'm for real. No, just as just being a funny person, or musically or creatively, like for real.
As just being a funny person.
No, I mean, I think
used to be really funny. Believe it or not.
No. I think people.
I don't know what the fuck's happened in the last few months.
People see Ben's goofy side, and they don't know that. Like, I
He's
think
actually a person.
I think
like us.
musically,
Just like you guys,
you're
he's a
amazing.
person.
Musically,
Despite
you're a good
your
singer.
face,
Grim.
you're a real person
Grim.
behind that. Yeah.
I don't have anything to plug. Johnny, do you have anything to plug? Nothing but this podcast.
It's looking really cool.
We could
And, like,
plug... No.
No, nothing.
Watch out for black cats. Don't walk under ladders.
Do not look up putrid sex objects
Yeah.
unless you want to come like that.
Yep. Or the BME Pain Olympics. Do not look up that. Or Mr. Hand either.
Yeah.
That shit's horrific. But yeah, happy Halloween. Yeah, have fun. Stay safe.
Halloween.
Thanks, guys.
to meet
Have fun.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Lovely to see you at second time.
And cat in the corner. Hey. All silent. We need to get more mics. We need to get like 2 or 3 more mics, I think. This is some Witch House.